Hi guys! Hi! Hi! I didn't prepare anything for this, so I'm winging it. I'm winging it. And the cat's attacking my computer. Stop it! Hi! So I'm back from Disneyland. I've been back for 1 week now. I was just on my way to get the... Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop being adorable. Yeah, I was on my way back, on my way to the train, plane, whatever, train, this time last week. Anyway, I digress. I was going to record this on my 5D, but then I can't find my memory card, so I'm just gonna go with slightly out of sync, crappy webcams. Jazzy, stop it. Just because you're adorable doesn't mean you can attack the computer. Okay. So, everyone's been asking me, did I enjoy Disneyland? That is a difficult question because Disneyland I enjoyed. That's no question. I got in for free. Well, you get into free for the parks, but you have to wait until 2 o'clock every day because I don't know. You just do. I assume so they can get maximum capacity in. Anyway, and there were some blocked out days like Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day. I think that's everything. New Year's Eve, maybe. I forget. Anyway, something like that. Something like that. So yeah, that was good. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being adorable. There, I'm gonna put it there so you can't attack. There you go. See? See? See what I've done? Denied your computer. Now you're stuck. Oh dear. Anyway. You know, it was good. It was a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. It was quite hard going sometimes, mainly because what have you? Oh God, you're in my video. Yeah, it was hard going. I said in my last video that the French side is pretty difficult because my French isn't very good. Again, as I said last time, I would not recommend doing this without a good knowledge of French, and that's my fault that I've been going around going, no, you don't need to know French, no biggie, broseph. Yeah, it doesn't matter, no, lies. Thankfully I was working at Sequoia Lodge, which is the hotel, one of the hotels on the lake, which is like a fairly nice hotel. I think it's fairly high up, it's like 4th from the top, 3rd from the top or something like that. 3rd from the top. It's like the middle hotel, but it's quite nice. Oh, you're such a pain. You've thrown me off with your cuteness. I hope you know that. Yeah, the hotel was nice. What I was doing was just serving breakfast every morning. Then at 10:30, I popped off to a restaurant in the park. People in the restaurant were nice. You could clearly tell some of them were not a fan of me because I couldn't speak much French, but never mind. I had some chums. No one I'm gonna keep in touch with, but there were some nice people there and they were nice to me. And we're doing the very patronising qu'est-ce que c'est, like making sure that I understood what they were saying and stuff. But that's fine. Patronising is fine, I don't care, as long as I understood it. Yeah, so I went off to work in the park in the afternoon. I worked in Fuente del Oro, which is opposite Big Thunder Mountain. Hakuna Matata, which is, it's kind of joined on to, Fuente and Hakuna have the same kitchen. Hakuna Matata's in Adventureland. It's kind of, it's in Adventureland. That'll do. It's just at the kind of entrance area to Adventureland, when the entrance is. And I worked in a hot dog stand in Frontierland, which was grand. So they were all the same costume, which was fine. It wasn't anything. It was like a Mexican outfit. That was probably the best costume I got, actually. It's like a embroidered blouse thing and a long green skirt with an orange bit at the bottom. It was quite cool, to be fair. But the coat, the coat, it was like Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat, except it was just like there was no shape to it. Oh, it was awful. It's not pretty, but it kept me warm. So, but yeah, I worked in the hot dog stand, which was nice. I just spent a whole shift with this girl, like her teaching me French and me teaching her English, and she was like, "This is this in French. What is it in English?" And I was like, "Oh, good to know." Then I worked in Hyperion restaurant, which is it's in Discoveryland, which is the Disneyland Paris equivalent of Tomorrowland, which that was my favourite shift in Hyperion, because like they play cartoons in it. It's awesome. They play like old Mickey Mouse cartoons, and Mickey and Friends, and there's a band playing, which is pretty cool. And I was supposed to work 2 shifts there, but some bent stole my shift at Hyperion. What a bitch. What a bitch, Johnny. What a bitch. And then the last few shifts I did were at En Coulisses, which means backstage in French, I learnt. And that's in the studios part, right at the entrance when you're going through the building. It was pretty awful, to be honest. I was going to say it was fine. It wasn't fine. It was dull as hell. Some of my friends had to work there all the time. I do not envy them. Anyway, I quite enjoyed that, like getting like a variety of different scenes and sights and sounds. Like I got to meet lots of different people. Ow. Ow, you have the sharpest claws known to man. Ow. What? Oh, you've ruined my video, Jazzy, with your... Oh, stop it. There you go. Stop it, you're throwing me off. Yes, no, it was nice to get some variety, but the French thing, oh, I was so bad at it. Like, I'm better now. I say much better, I'm not really much better. I'm better now, but I'll probably forget it in a good few weeks, days, seconds. But I think I'm gonna try and get some sort of lessons to keep me up on it. It was, I think the thing was that it wasn't, I would say that the magic's ruined, but not because I was working at Disney. It wasn't really anything to do with that. I think the last park I visited before this was Disneyland in California, and I loved that so much. Like, I can't tell you how much I love that park. I miss it every day. But that was back in 2009, and I've been to Disneyland Paris about 8 times, so I knew it pretty well. I don't think it's a case of like I've been too often and I'm bored of it now. I don't think it's a case of the magic is ruined because I saw backstage, because backstage is kind of awesome. I kind of love backstage. Could I have sounded more American there? No. Anyway, no, it was more a case of Paris. I just kind of realised how dull Paris is compared to everywhere else, and I know I've got a lot of friends who either dream of going to Disneyland Paris because it's Disney and Paris like combined. No, it's just not. Like, it's prettier than a lot of it. Like, I think we have the best castle. That's for sure. We have the best like Space Mountain, and Discoveryland is just generally better than Tomorrowland. It's so much pretty. It's so pretty. Anyway, and like, you know, stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean looks so much cooler, and I think Phantom Manor looks cooler. It's just like, they're better at theming, I think, but like they have so few attractions. I think me and my friends had done them within a few days, and it was the characters as well. God, the characters. Like, some of them were really, like, I met a few characters, and they were like really nice. But they're like, it was always, you were sitting in the canteen after the parade, and it was just like a huge wash of like people with lots of makeup on, and they were all English, and they were all so obnoxiously English, like not making any effort to learn French, and it wasn't even like that they were making no effort to learn French, they were making hardly any effort to be in character. I heard, like, I'm trying not to spoil the magic here, but I figure if you're watching this, you're probably quite aware of what happens. But like, I heard an English Flynn and Rapunzel, and I was like, that's not right. They're like, I would almost let it slide for like Snow White, but Rapunzel and Flynn, they're pretty obviously American. It's like, there's no two ways about it. But never mind, like, children were happy, they didn't seem to notice. I don't know, it was just like, people in Paris don't really care. You see all of these people desperate to work in Disneyland. Like, I just can't imagine how many people would kill to work there in any park under the sun just to call themselves a cast member, and everyone there just doesn't give a crap. Like, it's so easy to get a job in Disneyland Paris if you speak French. Like, maybe not for us, but if you're in France, like, you just walk. Like, my friend was saying, she goes to uni in France, and they have like stalls that they just recruit hundreds of people for summer and Christmas and everything. I don't know, it's sad that, like, there's so many few people who really care about working there. And like, they do the job, they do it okay, but like, there's like the Disney look, they go on about it, but as soon as you're off of it, they don't really care. Like, my hair could have been bright red and they probably wouldn't care. But they, like, and if you were an American, you didn't know where the nearest toilet was, you'd probably, like, someone pull you aside and be like, you need to know where the nearest toilet is, you need to be able to tell. Whereas, like, I was sending people away going, I don't know where the toilet is. They were like, okay, I'll just ask someone else. They didn't seem to care. It's just like, I learned my new favourite phrase is là-bas, which just means over there, basically. And everyone in France just sort of points to a general direction and says là-bas. So directions, they mean nothing to me anymore. I just point là-bas. Hope for the best. If I don't understand the question, I was just pointing away là-bas cheerily, and they just hoping for the best. And generally it worked. And if they didn't find what they were looking for, they asked someone else. So that was fine with me. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I need to say on it. Oh, also the apartments. They were okay. They did what needed to be done. They were a place to stay. I didn't have the greatest flatmate in the world. My roommate was lovely, but my flatmate, oh. My flatmate. Oh. Anyway, so there you go. That's Disneyland Paris. I can't say that I'll go back anytime soon. I was actually slightly considering summer if I don't get into Disney World, into the international college program, which I'm on the waiting list for at the minute. If I don't get in there, I'm gonna try getting my French better. I also might audition again for character work, because I think I'd rather do that. Like, I wouldn't be one of the obnoxious people who never make any effort to learn French or be their character. But you know, I'd try. I'd be better than most. But yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just I've become too accustomed to the American parks and how amazing they are, and Tumblr, where everyone in the universe wants to work in Disney. I don't know. I need to go back to America. I left my heart in Anaheim. There we go. So, I'm glad to be home, let's put it that way. I can't say I would recommend Disneyland Paris unless you spoke good French. Not a lot of people spoke English, by the way. Like, you just see the people who speak English, but they're hardly any of them. But yeah, anyway, there you go, I'm running out of time. So I'll leave it there. I hope that helped. I hope it didn't entirely discourage you. It's just that I had a fairly bad experience. I didn't hate it. I want to clarify, I didn't hate it. I just had a hard time. Okay. Right. Bye.